You ever get that feeling that we have all the solutions to the world's biggest problems, but we just can't seem to put them all together? Well, let's dive into that, because today we're breaking down a new platform designed to do just that, the Emergent Reality Network. And its goal? Nothing less than being an operating system for change.
And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We have these brilliant researchers, passionate activists, and incredible projects, all working towards a better world. But what if the main thing holding us back isn't a lack of effort, but just a lack of connection? And that leads us right into our first big idea, this problem of magnificent isolation. It's such a powerful term for a challenge that I think many of us have probably felt, even if we didn't have a name for it. I mean, just think about it for a second. From climate volatility to social division, we've got thousands of dedicated groups tackling these issues. The problem is, they're often operating in their own little bubbles. A groundbreaking piece of research might be tucked away on a university server, while an activist group that needs it most never even knows it exists. That is magnificent isolation. All this great work happening, but not connecting to create something bigger. So if isolation is the problem, what's the solution? Well, this network is built on one single, powerful concept: emergence. And this, my friends, is where things get really interesting. Let's just pause on this for a second. What is emergence, really? I know, it sounds a little complex, but the idea behind it is actually beautifully simple, and you see it everywhere in nature. Emergence is that magic moment when individual parts start working together to create something they could never, ever achieve alone. Think about how thousands of individual birds can move as a single coordinated flock, or how billions of separate neurons firing in our brains give rise to consciousness. That's emergence, and it's the core idea for fixing our fragmented efforts. Now, what's really fascinating about this network's approach is where it begins. It doesn't start with organizing protests or lobbying governments. Nope. It starts with us. It starts with an inner revolution to move our own thinking from confusion to coherence. And I absolutely love this description. The Emergent Reality Network is framed as a philosophical gym. The idea is, how can we possibly hope to fix these huge, complex external systems if our own mental models are full of blind spots and faulty logic? So the very first step is to work out our minds. And this is basically the workout plan. It starts with confronting your biases, using resources like the Cognitive Bias Codex. Then you sharpen your reasoning by learning how to spot logical fallacies. And finally, you deepen your worldview by engaging with philosophical groups. The key takeaway is simple. Before you change the world, you refine the tools you use to see it. Okay, so you've done all this inner work. How does that translate to real-world impact? Well, once you've sharpened your thinking, the next stage is action. This is where the network aims to build its most critical bridge. This is the platform's main job. It's designed to be the connective tissue, linking the world of deep, visionary ideas with the world of on-the-ground, practical activism. It ensures a new theory doesn't just sit in a journal, but it gets into the hands of people who can actually use it. And this slide shows that bridge perfectly. On the left, you've got research institutes exploring these huge ideas, like the Stanford Lab dedicated to universal basic income. On the right, you have powerful activist movements taking direct action on critical issues. The network is the bridge that connects them, not by chance, but by design. And the scale here is just staggering. It's a true knowledge and action commons, connecting everything from futuristic city designs with the Venus Project to sustainable communities with the Global Eco-Village Network. The goal is to create a feedback loop where the success of one group instantly informs and strengthens all the others. This brings up a really important question, one that the network itself asks. What does systemic change actually mean to you? Is it about policy, culture, technology, or something deeper? The platform is designed to help you explore that question and then connect with the people and projects working on your answer. So let's pull all these threads together into the network's grand vision, which is, well, it's truly ambitious. This is not just another website or social network. The ultimate goal is to create an open-source operating system. You know, just like an OS manages all the parts of a computer so they can work together, the Emergent Reality Network is designed to help coordinate the planet's most vital change-making efforts. So what this all really boils down to is this. The network isn't just a tool. It's a call to action. It's an invitation to evolve past being a specialist in one narrow field
and to start seeing the whole ecosystem from the philosophical why to the actionable how. And this is the question it leaves us with. It presents a map, a compass, and a radio for a global expedition to build a better future. The pieces are all here. The only remaining question is, how will you help put them together?